Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a very, very special interview. Today, we will be interviewing someone really, really special. He is a moderator on the Infinite Flight community, one of the biggest communities in the aviation industry with over 50,000 members. And he is right here, all the way from Australia. We have Declan. And also his username on the Infinite Flight community, some of you may know him as Declan_O. So welcome, Declan, to the podcast, and let's get this thing rolling with your first question. So I would like to ask, what got you into aviation, and what sparked it in the first place?
I'm not exactly sure what got me into aviation, but I always remember from the first flight that I remember, my love of aviation was instant. I was amazed by how a metal tube and the sheer size of it could take off and fly hundreds of passengers from one country to another with minimal interruptions and in most cases comfort.
Yeah, I actually think the same thing that sort of happened to me. People just gain interest over time. Maybe you see something, an advertisement, it really depends. So another question I want to ask, of course, 2020 has been a really weird year for everyone. So what's kept you going during quarantine? Do you have any hobbies that you enjoy doing other than aviation?
So I have a few hobbies, and one of the main ones is tennis. I love tennis and enjoy playing and practicing to improve every second I get. I also love the magic of movies and the cinema experience. I love how cinemas can immerse you into a whole new world. See what I did there? Probably explains why I work at my local cinema, and having the opportunity to deliver on my company's Experience More Promise is an amazing privilege.
Sounds awesome. So what's your favorite place to travel to? Is there, a reason why it's your favorite place? Do you have any history with going to that place? Have you ever been there? What have you, experienced there? Any details that you can give us? And what's your favorite place to go?
So I have a few favourite places to travel to. The first place is back to my hometown in Kilmarnock, Scotland. I've still got family over there, so before COVID hit, we always tried to go back at least once every couple of years to visit. Another place I love is Harlingen in Texas. I've got family that live there as well, and we first visited them back in 2016, and we've been back twice. And I love the quiet American town that Harlingen is, as it sits right on the Mexican border. Fun fact is, you can actually walk from my uncle's house to the border. And last but not least is Port Douglas, here in the land down under. The Great Barrier Reef is amazing, and I was super lucky and grateful to have gone snorkeling there, and that experience is something I will never forget for a very, very long time.
Sounds awesome. I would love to visit those places. So, as we all know, you are a moderator on the Infinite Flight community. And before we specifically get to the moderation part, let's talk about, when did you join Infinite Flight? When did you join the community? And, what do you think about it? And how has it grown on you?
I started playing Infinite Flight back in early 2017 and joined the forum in June or July of that year. I joined the community because it looked like and still is a great place with so many people that share the same passion to hang out, and has been great at the best of times, but especially through quarantine and lockdown. There's also so much knowledge to be shared in the community, and it's a place that is always growing, developing and improving.
So everyone who's using the bar at the bottom to look at the chapters, I'm sure everyone's only going to this chapter, and this is going to be about, your moderation, what you think about it. So when were you promoted to moderator? What did it look like? Like, was it a surprise to you? Did you know it was coming? What happened with that whole situation? Because I'm sure that was definitely not something you expected when joining the community.
When I was first promoted to moderator, I was firstly surprised but super grateful for the opportunity. I was doing my thing before I was promoted and helping out where I could, until one day I got a PM asking if I was interested, and of course I couldn't say no. From that moment on, the rest is history.
Yep, that's a great story, and I'm sure it will inspire many other people to, join the community and keep going, because clearly anything is possible, including being promoted to a moderator. So, what's your favorite airline, and what's your favorite aircraft? Have you ever flown on this airline and or aircraft?
My favourite airline has got to be Qantas, because after all, it's the spirit of Australia. My favourite aircraft has got to be the A380 or the 747. It still amazes me to this very day how aircraft of that size, capacity and weight can take off into the skies and fly thousands and thousands of miles across the globe with minimal effort from the aircraft itself.
And what was your perception on what moderator was going to be like? Is it how you expected it to be? Is it better than you expected it to be? Is it worse than you expected it to be? And what do you expect that communication to be like with all the other staff members?
My perception on what moderator was going to be wasn't based on how quiet or busy things were. I knew it was going to be about making sure the community continues to grow and develop in a positive manner, and about being a leader and a role model for new users and every user.
So you said you've been playing Infinite Flight since around 2017. Since you've been doing that, I'm sure you've had 3 whole years to fly a big variety of routes and throughout the entire world. So what has been your all-time favorite flight or flights that you've flown in Infinite Flight, regards to scenery, airports, what's important to you, and all that?
So my favourite route to fly on Infinite Flight has got to be either Queenstown, New Zealand, or any route into or out of Zurich as you cross the Swiss Alps. Both have amazing views and stunning approaches and departures.
So how has it been working with the other moderators? Has it been hectic? Has it been quiet? Do you guys chat a lot? What does a day in the life of a moderator look like on the community?
It is fantastic working with other moderators and staff members. We work well as a team and communicate on a daily basis to ensure that we are making all of our decisions based on the best interests of the community in the forefront of our decision making.
So in the world, we have many, many different landmarks and sites to see. If you had to pick no less but no more than 5 places to go, what would those 5 places be?
If I had to take a trip around the world and stop in no more or no less than 5 places, they would be: the first stop would be San Francisco, because I really want to visit and go on a tour of Alcatraz. Number 2 would be Iceland, because it's an amazing country that I've watched heaps of videos on and really want to go and see the Northern Lights. Number 3 would be Scotland, to visit the family that I have over there. And number 4 would be Harlingen, visit the family that I have over there as well. And then number 5 would be revisit Port Douglas, Australia, relive my last holiday before lockdown, and one of the best places I've been to.
Well, thank you, Declan, and we really appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. It really means a lot to us. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching this video. If you can, please go down below and click that subscribe button. We are on the road to 100 subscribers, and hopefully we can get all the way up to 1,000, which is a really big goal, and I want to hit that. So if you all could click that subscribe button, that would really mean a lot to me. You could also follow me on my social media, which is at CaptainZachYT on Twitter and Instagram. The Twitter's has been in the top left corner for the entire video. So yeah, guys, I thank you for watching this video. I'm going to start my famous outro from a famous YouTuber, as I said I was going to do. So a famous YouTuber outro is going to happen. If anyone can guess it, please guess in the comments below. If you have any question, please make sure you comment it below. So thank you for watching the video, and goodbye, everyone.